What is going on, everybody? Another episode of Motorsports Almanac Podcast coming at you.
Hey, I gotta give him credit. I don't know what he did different this week, but that came in quick.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what it is either. We're not questioning it. We're just going to go because, boys, we got a little bit of a show ahead of us. Obviously, joined by Jayden Litman first. We're going to talk about Megapole Stro. We've got everything to talk about. We finally got enough of a sample size. Our component chassis hurting light limited super. That's going to be our next topic after we interview Jayden. Then we've had sled malfunctions. We've got a brand new tried and true 1206 Light Pro stock out of Canada that made its debut this weekend. I'm excited to talk about that for a little bit. We had Farley, Iowa. We had Macville. Charles, you were there. Probably leave that one up to you. We had 2 first-time Grand National winners there.
Yes, we did.
If I'm not mistaken. So we'll get to that. Mata.
And one of them's my hero for what he did.
The open trailer, yeah.
Yep.
And then we've got Mata Power Pole weekend, Loose Cannon and Nutcase both laid down great runs after both passes. And whatever else we get into after that, it's pretty much where we're going to go. But obviously, start with Jayden. Jayden, thanks for joining us. I know you've got to be trying to get back to semi-normal after being overseas.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to talk about Stru because it was such an amazing experience and really crazy to be there with everyone.
Yeah, I can guarantee it. So talk to us a little bit what Stro is, because I've never heard of Stro before you were going over there. If I'm being 1,000% honest, it's nothing against the bull. It's just I've always known the season opener over in Germany and then Mata, and then that's really the 2 main ones I pay attention to until the off season.
So Stru is like, they explained it to me as like the little brother or sister of Mata. They wanted to be like a little bit smaller version, but in my opinion, I mean, I've never been to Mata, but I think they're pretty similar, and they've definitely been getting more people over time. Like I know this year they sold 15,000 tickets.
Oh, wow.
Total. Yeah. And I feel like they just promote it really well. You know what I mean? Like they got it out there. And
okay. So talk to us, like, where does it take place at? What's the facility like? How was it for you guys getting into there from America? Just give us all the details. And then we'll talk about the stuff that's on your truck behind you.
Yeah. So Stru, it was of course in Stru, which it's right, it's kind of near Amsterdam-ish. 50 minutes, I would say, from Amsterdam.
Okay.
So that, I think, brought some of the crowd in, I would assume. The flight was really long. That was the worst part, just the flight. They actually sent us a text on Facebook Messenger, and that's how we got invited.
And really?
Oh,
wow.
They sent us a text, and we've been, like, in the process. It's been in the works, but then we sent the truck out August 23rd, I think, and it took 5 weeks to get there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it got there Tuesday before the truck pull, and then kind of just sat there till then.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what did the process look like for you guys as far as getting everything ready to go over there? I think I saw a couple of pictures like where you guys had to take your cut tires off and put on some different ones for it to be able to fit in the container and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. We didn't do much. We adjusted everything and had it ready and cleaned the week before. And then, of course, you have to take the cut tires off the front because they're way too wide to fit in the container. So actually when the container got here, they can't unload it. Like they can't take the container off the trailer, which is kind of like crazy. So we had to take a rollback truck and put the truck on the rollback and then roll everything into the container, which was pretty simple. But
I was gonna say that sounds like it could get sketchy if you're not just at the right angle.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. It was okay. When we went to load the truck back up, this was the good part. They had a crane over there that it was like on the truck, on the semi, and it would take the container, lift it up, put it on the ground. Like they're so much more efficient. Like it took us 15 minutes to load over there, but 45 over here.
It's not bad at all. It's a big difference.
Yeah. It was nice though.
So what's the atmosphere and everything like over there, especially coming from your perspective, being younger? I mean, you've got to be one of the youngest Americans to pull overseas to begin with, let alone the first ever diesel truck.
Yeah. I would compare it to Bowling Green. Is probably the closest state like hook I could compare it to, but the people and the fans are just like so much more into it in a way. Like they just have their own way of like, I mean, you can't tell what they're saying because it's mostly in Dutch, but you can tell they're excited. You can tell they're all excited. They were all so excited to be there. I felt like, I don't know, they just had like all those screens and stuff. Like, yeah, you can see in the video, like.
It seems like the presentation's a lot different than here.
Yeah.
How was the sled, like the feeling of that sled behind you compared to what you have here?
So the first two passes, they didn't really have the sled figured out on how to run that truck because, of course, they've never had one. So it was trial and error. So they started it out really, really light. And then they were just like trying to get it. And by the fourth pass, they finally had it close to like almost the same as what it is here. So
how many times did you run that truck over there?
4 times. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was 1 pass at the start of the show and then 1 pass at the very end. And then they did like a fireworks show and like flames and stuff after the last.
I was going to say the fireworks show after your last run was pretty freaking neat.
Yeah. We went and had a meeting with like the promoters and all of that before the actual pool, like the night before. And they were like, yeah, we have fireworks and flamethrowers. I was like, what? They were like, oh, it'll go off after you're done pooling and like everything.
They had their timing down. That's a definite thing.
They were a little upset the first night because they wanted it to go off right after I let out of the throttle, but then they couldn't really tell yet of when it's gonna go.
It looks like that they make all their people wear looks like driving suits, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think you have to be in at least like a 1-layer fire suit to be out there, I think, right?
Yeah, that is the rule.
Yeah. They have most of their crew and stuff has to wear like fire suit jackets.
Freaking awesome.
There. Like even like tractor pulling, like not tractor pulling, but like the crews for like separate tractors, they all have fire suits. Which
is the track officials too.
Yes. Which I mean keeps everyone safe.
Hell, I get pissed having to wear jeans flagging.
Be a good idea. So tell me, what was it like whenever you were done driving? You see the fireworks and everything going off in front of you for the first time. Did you kind of stop to watch it and kind of soak in the moment? Like, holy crap, I'm the first letter A, first diesel truck, but more or less probably the youngest.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I had so much like adrenaline and like nerves, and I got out of it and I was like, oh crap, there's a bunch of fireworks. And then it kind of like, it took me a minute to realize like, oh, it's a part of the show. Like nothing's wrong with the truck. It's not blowing up. But yeah, it was pretty insane to just like look up and see all of that going on. It's not something we see here.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, like the fire thing, that I'm not saying we need to have like a big fireworks display every time somebody takes the lead over here.
Yeah.
But where I feel like we could do better is if we have one of those, I just call them little flame boxes. Like we move them as the leader goes and have somebody there on the trigger ready to go as an indication to the crowd, like, hey, we have a new leader. And then just
depends on where you place that. On behalf of myself and Dan Mayer at Macville, if that was like the leader cone, I would have no hair anymore.
It's a good idea, though, right? For
Yeah.
visual aspect.
They definitely do like their winter circle. I feel like we could just like build on that because it was ginormous and like
Really?
yeah, and they had champagne, which like it was kind of like a NASCAR winter circle in a way.
That's a fair comparison.
Yeah.
I don't know. That picture of you trying to get the ball to open was pretty funny. I don't know if you got it or not.
The bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad had to help me. It had that metal wire around it, and I was like, "How do I get this off?"
She's like, I have no experience in this realm. I need help.
No, and everyone else like left. Like the promoters were there, but the fans they left.
Your
Yeah.
Dan Gurney moment.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
They definitely have like they don't do rainouts over there at all.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've heard that from many. Even when Rudy was over here talking this week, and he said there's not a thing. They
No,
wait.
unless it's thunder or lightning, they do not cancel a pool. And they have like 60 volunteers that aren't they're just there to be there. They want to be there, which hard to believe. But they pull a tarp across the track every time it starts sprinkling.
Yeah, I think that happened at Mata this weekend. They had lightning and like the tarp was on a spool on a 3-point on the back of a tractor and just they unwind it and spread it and it's fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's more like that, more of a plastic, isn't it?
Yeah. They said that oh crap. It's I don't know how to put it. It's in its way, it's like a part of the show is the people running out there.
Really?
Yeah.
Kind of like a baseball when everybody cheers when they
Yeah.
cover the infield.
Yeah, they
it can be. Yeah, the tarp crew at a baseball game. Yeah, it can be.
Yeah, I feel that.
yeah. And they
I'm
get
over
like
that.
people come to watch that too. People run across the track
Yeah.
with the tarp, which is
Did they have like concerts and all that kind of stuff going on after the show was over? Or was it just the pool and everybody was pretty well finished after that?
yeah, it was just the pool. I know at Mata they have like the concerts and stuff. They had parties, but for the most part, they were trying to get people out so they could get the event cleaned up. And
Okay.
yeah, they do a very good job of cleaning though, because they had beer cans and like stuff on the ground, and like the next day, gone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. They keep it very clean and organized. So
That's always a good thing. So is it, I know Mata's like in the middle of Eric's hayfield that he has throughout the year. Is that kind of what this was, or is this more of a fairgrounds type of deal that we have over here?
I would compare it to a fairground. Field-ish. It's kind of like in someone's field in a way, but fairgrounds at the same time. Like I think they have other events there too. Not just
Okay.
so
It's not just a one and done type of deal like Mata is.
I don't think so. I'm not
Okay.
100% sure, but and there was a lot of people that rode their bicycles there. They don't like they're where they park their cars, very small. Where they had parked their bikes, huge. Like most of the people rode their bikes there.
That's
Interesting to see.
perhaps that's why they are all skinnier than some of us.
They don't ride their bikes.
That is the
Just
truth.
saying. Jayden, I've got a question here from Cody Vanderholm. He said, how do they measure over there? Was it like we do with the laser, or was it GPS?
I don't actually know the answer to that one.
I thought by now they would be at the GPS mark. I've never seen a true laser station there.
I don't think I saw a laser, if I'm being honest. I'm not 100% sure.
The technology's there for GPS.
Yeah.
It's coming. If it's not here already, it's on the way pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's here.
If I had to guess, I would say it's GPS, because if you listen to the live streams from over there, the English translation, they have it within a few seconds. So it makes me think that it is a GPS given distance.
Well, I mean, Zach, like you do with Lowry, if we're announcing an IPL show, we have it within seconds.
Yeah, I mean, we got a board and we got a distance board and a mile power board, and you got something announcer's tower.
Yeah, it's great.
We've had that for 5 years, 6 years.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the stuff on the back of your truck over there. We've already seen the clogs before you came on the show. Show us a little bit of all that stuff you brought back.
So the clogs were from the semi that I actually got to ride in, and it's a power liner is what it's called. So their semis are really different than ours. They're kind of like a 2-wheel drive truck in a way, is what I would think. But
I'm following.
they texted us like the night after we got done pulling, and they were like, "Hey, what's your shoe size?" And the next day we went toward their shop. They had our shoes there. So.
That's cool. Show them off a little bit. There's a Mercedes-Benz logo in it with the V12 on the heel, isn't it? Your computer moves.
I can grab them. So
I cannot wait to go over there and see all this stuff. Oh, wow.
Those are cool.
Yeah. Has their logo on it, like for their tractor, and then the V12.
Oh, they're V12s even.
Yes.
I bet that sounds really good.
I bet it does too.
Yeah. All of the pullers were like, all of them were welcoming, like very welcoming. And then they all had gifts.
Really?
Yes. Like everywhere we went, they were like, oh, like we got something for you. And the Powerliner team, that's like not the only thing they got me. They got me a metal picture, and it's of me riding in their semi, like pictures. And they did this in one day, which was crazy to me.
That would take about, what, a week or two business days here?
It would take a month.
Please hold 7 to 10 business days.
And then
it's been 12. Where is it?
The Green Warrior it's kind of looks like a Super Farm tractor. I'm not exactly sure like what.
Probably their version of Super Sport, if I had to guess. That's what their version of Super Farm is.
Yeah. They had jackets for us, so that's what's back there. And then the Cobra, that's another tractor. Someone brought me that at the truck.
I know what that is. That's a 1206 single turbocharged, like limited super stock.
See, you know about the tractors.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever we're bored in the wintertime, we do not just sit around. That's literally what we do, is just go back and watch pulling all winter.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
Welcome to
Of
Nerdville.
it.
the secret of the valley
Easily.
too. It's another tractor. I don't know
It's
classes.
a Super Sport.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all did a shop tour there with them, didn't you?
Yeah. Which crazy. Above their tractor, they had a bar, and it was like it had a giant picture of the tractor on one side, and then it was just like very crazy how everyone had their trophies organized. Like everyone had them displayed so well over there. Like I feel like that's not really a thing over here. Like I feel like trophies aren't as big as they are over there.
It depends on whose shop you go in, because I can think of one shop in Indiana. You can walk into the main place where all the chassis are getting built, and they line the walls up above you the whole way around.
I don't think we sell. That's a fair point, Jayden. I don't think we celebrate that like we used to. There's a lot of events that I go to now where they don't even give them out. It's not part of it.
No, yeah. And I told them, I was like, that's not usually, like, we don't usually always do the winner's circle. That's only sometimes.
Yeah. That's
another
fair point.
The events we go to, I mean, hell, there's times that we're loaded and out of there before the class is over with.
Yeah.
You know, and
so, I mean, let me ask you this. Is that on the puller or is that on?
I think it's on the promoter, because
okay,
if we don't know you're wanting to do something, why would we like, for example, we were at Paulding, Ohio last weekend. They had trophies 6 foot tall, but they told everybody in the drivers meeting hey, you got it with top 3. We're bringing it up to the announcer's tower. So they knew it.
I think we got to do a better job on the events I'm at in the drivers' meeting, setting the expectation.
Yes.
I think we haven't done that. We've got to do. We got to be better, and I'll assume the responsibility for that. I got to be better to say, hey,
Our show
this is what the
quality
promoter
is-
wants to do. Please come and visit with us. And I know a lot of you don't like the cameras and the microphones. I get it. But I promise you, the other thing I tell everybody is like, look, I'm not going to ask you anything. I don't want your name, rank, serial number. I don't need your social security number, your driver's license number. Like, just give me the easy stuff. And it's Nerf toss, and it's okay. It's a safe environment. We're not playing gotcha with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I think our presentation over here to that extent's got to get better.
It
Yeah.
does. Jayden,
And I'm
did you
not
get to
saying
see
better-
the front wheel drive, all the farm stock stuff too? Sorry, Zach. I just went back and I was pulling up your run on the stream, and I was like, wait a minute, what is that?
The what?
Something about farm stock tractors over there.
The
Like
front wheel system.
front wheel assist.
Maybe. Do you have a picture of it?
Shane,
You're
buddy,
probably taking a nap.
buddy, just go on with the interview.
It caught my attention, okay? It was red.
He said,
Leave me alone.
Literally played squirrel instead.
But no, Zach, you're 1,000% right. On as far as the presentation goes, from that perspective, you're 100% right.
And I'm not talking just like a live stream interview, because for the most part, if you're on the live stream, yeah, they do winter circles, but I'm talking for the crowd at the pole.
yeah. And they definitely, I feel like most of the crowd stayed for the winter circle. Like, no one just immediately left after the fireworks.
How long was the show over there, like, compared to here, like from start to finish?
We started
6
at,
hours, 41 minutes, and 49 seconds.
to be exact.
Because I have to stream up.
To be exact.
Nerd.
You're making my head hurt, child.
But they
When
literally,
do I not?
they have such a good schedule. Like, they go in military time, of course. So
Oh.
they would say, you're going to pull at 21:05. At 21:05, you were going down the track.
How the hell?
How the hell do they do that?
They just know, they know how long each class takes,
So
and they make a schedule.
they're literally treating this as like the drag racing guys do, because the drag racers get a schedule of what time their class is supposed to run.
Yeah. Do you know how many times we crumple that schedule up and throw it against the wall? I mean,
Yeah, I
how
know.
you know that?
But
Still,
she's on to something. It's not hard to do.
It's a baseline to give an idea of what could happen when.
If everybody does their job promoting a poll, it's not hard to stick on schedule. Yes, you might have a breakage or whatever that delays you a little bit, but if everybody does their job, it shouldn't be hard to stick on a schedule.
You know what it makes me wonder, the contribution to that is that they have the exact same track crew hired to run at every one of those, so they can run it in the exact same order all the time. And they know exactly how fast it takes to go up and on the track and prep it for the next hook.
Yeah.
That's
Same
a
guy.
fair point.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
And
were,
It's like you take Tucker's crew. They've been doing it how long together, and boy, it's boom, 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 boom.
That's fair. And how many of their pullers over there too are like prepared to actually go, unlike over here where you've got to show up with like a silver platter and an enveloped invitation with white gloves. Are you ready? Are you sure? No, get out there.
yeah, they were all very prepared. Like, I don't think we waited on a single puller. And even with the semis, when they let me ride with them, they were like, you had to be strapped in. We got to go.
I was gonna ask about that now. How did all that work?
Yeah, they're just very stick to schedule, and that's how it goes, which is nice. That's how I.
That's how it should be.
Yeah,
And
and
the ride along does surprise me a little bit though, for insurance reasons that they're okay with that. On top of that, in a cab over where if everything goes wrong, it goes up into your seat bottom.
You are truly the first person to the crash.
Yeah.
Literally.
Unlike you, Zach, you're
so I
normally
think I was
first.
covered.
Yeah, which I mean, I don't see a problem with if the rider's in the same safety equipment as the driver.
Yeah.
Why does it matter? You know.
So actually, in all of their semis, they all have a passenger, always.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
And their passenger is in a 5-point harness in a racing seat with a fire suit on.
No
As it
helmet.
should be.
No helmet. That's the thing.
Wow.
What? Wait a minute. Hang on a minute.
I
So
didn't-
we've got the harness, we've got the
passenger did.
suit, but we don't have the thing to protect this.
Well, if you're going to be the pinball, be the pinball, I guess.
I mean,
Where is
Zach,
that?
don't you
Somebody
say
said,
it.
never
Zach,
mind. We're just gonna,
Don't. I can get stirred in your head. Don't you do it.
Oh,
Oh
gosh.
man. Let's see. We've got some more comments coming in. It says, I'm all for having the top 3 on a well-built podium behind a tractor that goes up and down the track for the fans to see. Most of the time, the winners is in a set corner or spot no one can see. I will say Evansville and Florida have done a fantastic job. In other
Yes.
places like Bowling Green and Chapel Hill, there's
Yeah.
certain places that do it. There's just other places that need the improvement of it, I guess.
I feel like because it was at the end of the track, like it just made everyone look to that point.
Yeah.
Like, and everyone could see it. So it wasn't like they were,
I mean, the thing you were on is not exactly small either.
yeah,
no, Evansville and Florida both were at the end of the track, I think, and they
Yeah.
people look down there. That you're right, Shane. I didn't think about that, but they did those like that.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
It blows my mind how the crowds over there never get any smaller, regardless of how long a pool goes on for. It's crazy. Yeah, that comes down to an attention span thing. We've had that debate on this show. I don't know how many times.
Well, and is the entertainment dollar over there easier to get
I
compared to
feel
what is here?
I guess in like Stroll or
I
Mata, already never stops. I mean,
I think it's more challenging over there just because of how much bigger the sports are over there compared
Well, I mean,
to here.
we had that conversation with Rich that day. You know, the entertainment dollar is getting harder to get every time you turn around
Mhm.
today. You know, is it? I don't know, but yeah, you're right. The pictures and videos, it doesn't stop.
Yeah,
could
I mean,
say the fans were dedicated. Like it started raining pretty bad. Like they would probably leave over here. No,
Partied.
they were out there. No raincoats. They were just out.
I cannot wait to go overseas and watch tractor pull, guys.
And you know, I'll tell you, I lay some of that on blame of where some of our polls are here, as far as I'm meaning county fairs and stuff like that. That you probably can't have a party where a tractor pull broke out at.
Yeah.
Whereas over there, it seems like they don't have that. It is
Yeah.
an event in itself.
How many other motorsports do they truly have over there, though?
not as many as here, and it's not even
I
close.
guarantee it ain't as many. It ain't as much as what we've got.
I might take issue with that statement, but to Zach's
Why?
point, I think you're right in the sense that there are venues we go to where there's limitations based on the ownership of the venue. Had a conversation with a Grand National event promoter this weekend about some things he's exploring and wants to do different for next year, and was seeking some opinions about stuff. And we got back and forth on some conversations. And where I started with was, well, it's a fairgrounds. What are you even allowed to do?
Right.
And let's start there, and then we can figure it out. And it sounds like he does not have some of the obstacles that some of the others may,
Which is nice.
Geography is also a thing too. Like, you know, over there, they just flat out don't have to drive as far to do this as we do.
No, they all were like, yeah, our furthest pool was 3 hours. It's like, oh, that's
Yeah.
nice. That's
Must be nice, right?
Yeah.
Now, for the Euro Cup, it's a lot worse.
Yeah,
It's
they
still
did
not as it's still not. It wouldn't touch. It doesn't hold a candle to Grand National.
No.
So do they have events on top of each other over there like we do here?
I don't think so. I think all of them are like, I feel like everyone had to go to Stru because that was the only event that weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It kind of seemed that way. It didn't seem like anyone else was coming from or like going to anywhere else.
That's interesting. Because I wonder if they have like a quote unquote regional type of schedule over there, like we do here.
Yeah. It was actually pretty interesting. So the NTTO guys, they came over to check my truck and they were like, hey, we're going to look and do some measurements because we're going to write rules for your class. So I don't know if they're going to try to get them over there.
Interesting.
Or,
I wonder about the relatability for them. Like it was, don't get me wrong, it was awesome that you went over there and it was a novelty, but nobody's driving Rams and Denali's and King Ranch.
Yeah,
I could see more like a Volkswagen class.
the Volkswagen Rabbit. Yeah,
I'm not opposed to it.
there was one guy from DPP. He's like he builds injection pumps.
Yeah.
And he was the only one that drove a Denali pickup, like a full-size Denali pickup that I met. Which
Okay. Huh.
to be quite frank, I did not know that full sized actually existed over there. I thought they were all smaller.
I didn't either.
Yeah, they
The
do.
more you know.
he was the only one though. The rest of it was like little cars on the road. But their roads are so small. They're like 1-lane roads here.
Oh yeah. I mean, you'd be going Bullwinkle Ram mirrors would be clipping hedges over there.
Yeah.
You probably couldn't get a hauler over here in one of their gates.
Probably not.
No.
Rudy's watching. Charles, he says farm stock check the rotation of the wheels of the sled. The other classes they do use GPS but have laser as a backup. So that solves that.
Hi, Rudy. See you tomorrow, maybe.
Yep.
Well,
Jayden,
I got one last question. It's kind of funny.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
Did you get breathalyzed like their competitors do?
No, I never got breathalyzed.
That I just had to ask that question because it does happen.
fair.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It is very
we
much.
found out that it is,
Oh,
evidently.
yeah. They do like to party. They have a good time, but yeah.
Okay.
I would like to take you back. You've had a little bit of time to kind of reflect on things. I'd like to take you back to Florida a little bit and get your thoughts and see what you think now versus the Ram Cummins, the Old Faithful that went over to Europe, versus the V8 thing that's behind you.
So everyone keeps asking me which one I like more. And I can't really answer it because both of them are just so good in their own ways. Like I like the Duramax. I like how it's new. It's a new thing for me to learn how to drive.
The Boston Tea Party.
Yeah, but the Ram definitely we barely had to work on it. Like it just goes. It just goes. And I feel like the Duramax is just like figuring it out. But I would say I would like the Duramax more.
Yeah. We legitimately had this conversation earlier today about the two trucks, and she compares the Duramax to the Boston Tea Party. I was like, that's one way to compare it, I guess.
Just like the new thought of like learning how to drive it.
Yeah. Now you said you tried to drive it like your old truck a couple weeks ago.
It's anything
right?
like in terms of setup, which engine wise and turbo wise, it is substantially similar to what Dickey's got.
Yeah.
It is different in the sense that it's always been a feature of the class to watch the driving style and when somebody finally tips into the throttle and goes. But he seems to make that V8 work by just hammering it right out of the hole like he's driving a mini rod.
Yeah. They're trying to get me to drive like more aggressive because in the Dodge, I just kind of let it sit down because I had that bouncing issue a lot. So
I remember that was a rough
settle.
You had a rough night about this time a year ago. That was not fun to watch. I felt bad for you.
Yeah. It was just figuring that out. Now that I can kind of drive the Duramax, it's just getting after it faster. It's all sped up in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They found success doing it, though. It seems like it's working.
Yes, it's very
Heck, he
successful.
won this weekend in Farley. That's one of the best tracks in the world.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Congratulations on your trip. I think you had a ball, and thank you for going over there and representing Superstock Diesel Pickup the way that you did. That was cool.
It's freaking
For
awesome.
sure.
Nobody can take it away from you, girl. Good job.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Y'all got anything else for
having
Jayden?
me.
Of course. Of course. Y'all got anything else?
Don't think so.
All right.
don't.
Thanks, Jayden.
Bye. Thank
See
you.
ya, thank you.
Wait a minute.
God, no,
Nope.
take that away.
Nope, nope.
Take that away.
Gets worse.
Don't
There.
talk about yourself like that. Hush. All right, boys. Y'all ready to stir it up? Or no?
The question is, where are we starting?
I don't know. What are we stirring up? I didn't bring a spoon. I only got a fork.
It still works.
Before we go in, I'll go ahead. All the people that are viewing, go ahead and go get your light limited friends because we're fixing to have some fun.
Oh, God. Here we go.
I got a text from one of them today. I wonder if he is watching.
Oh, I did too. I got
Hold
a
on.
text
Let me
from
log
2 or
in to
3
pull
of
off.
them
I want to
before
make
the show
sure my
started.
admin is still active because I might need to moderate.
I do want to talk about a brand new machine that debuted it's up way north.
Technically, it is over in for how far east it is.
Yeah, it is. MTTPA, brand new 1206 Canadian Light Pro. This one, of course, I text the guy who's, up in New York and happens to have a 1206 Comaroni over there with his engineering and ask him how much of a hand he had in this one. He said the guy bought a lot of the parts for his motor from him and he got the blueprints for his hoodwork from him. This tractor looks absolutely phenomenal. Have no idea what this thing will do over here with our guys, but for what this tractor did over there, it's pretty good. Brand new team as well, from what I can tell. Y'all don't have any sound, do you? I just realized that.
Nope.
Attaboy. Not bad for a first pass, huh, boys? Not bad.
Well, I mean, they'll get her dialed in, get her, right competitive with Chance and the other ones that are up there. So
Yeah. Now that one's a tried and true Light Pro. I did get that confirmed.
as in states setup or maritime?
Yeah,
setup?
state setup. Or no, American setup. My bad. It's a true 540, right turbo, right everything.
Can I ask a very touchy question?
What's that?
Ag rear or component?
Bag.
It's got to be ag.
Let's see. The 9
way
volt.
The way it's sat down, it's got to be ag.
Yeah, you can tell by the hubs too. Like Zach said.
Yeah. So do y'all want to go
But
for
yeah,
events first, or do y'all want to get into our light limited super stock deal?
Whatever.
I'm not starting it. I'll let y'all take the reins on this one because I don't have as much of an opinion on it.
Well, you sure did before the show started, but anyway. So as far as all this goes, I've started looking at this a different way, and it just purely comes from the daily job that I have within the dealership. How many of these tractors are they are running the rear ends that aren't meant to turn 1700 horsepower?
Every
Right.
pulling vehicle ever known to man, but we do it right and we make it so it'll live and we don't bitch.
And that's how we're starting it.
Okay.
There were 3,500. There were 3,500 horsepower 706 rear ends. Why can't you make it live at 17?
But how many of them
At
are
10,000 pounds?
How many of them are left if it does break?
There's not any more 706 rear ends.
And there's nobody making parts?
If they're recasting blocks again, how many times can you recast a rear end too? It's not a matter of fact of how many are left, and it goes the same of fact of our ag rear ends killing people or hurting people, which they're not. But
Okay, let me tell you, the one that I knew that broke this weekend, you're going to look at him and tell him he didn't build it right, I would laugh in your face. I'll tell you that part.
Who broke?
Shingleton did.
Okay.
Again.
How many planetaries have the light supers broke and the wheels fell off?
Not many that I've seen here lately.
Ricky Rose completely separated the rear end of an Unlimited away from the tractor.
How long ago was that? You're not
years.
making anything relative to time at all.
Was it 2 years ago at Louisville that Chiswick broke the left rear wheel off the light super? Was it Louisville?
Am I
or was
imagining that didn't happen? I don't
that
think
Louisville?
it did.
Yeah.
I don't think we've had a light super break a rear wheel.
Was it Louisville?
We've had a 4-1.
Yeah.
We had a 4-1 do it.
No, one of those tractors did. I don't remember which one it was. It might not have been Louisville. I may be totally off base.
The last like super stock one that I truly remember was, honest to God, Whitworth in Gordyville.
Degenhart a couple years ago when they brought out the 88 for the first time, snapped the axle off first pass.
Where was that at?
Hutchinson, Minnesota.
Hutch.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Remember, Rob Russell had rear end trouble at Farley in 21 that led to him winning NTPA points. I guess the stuff that I've been told and gathered information wise, is the cost of it essentially.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Because you spend $20,000 for the best of the best of the best of the rear end stuff. You do the math and tell me what happens if you break it multiple times in a year. It's going to add up quick. The component deal, it's not absolutely just the component's not running away with it right now.
No,
they're not running in a
to your question, if you're breaking it multiple times in a year, after the second one, I'd start questioning who's building that thing for you.
Well, yeah.
Maybe the problem isn't what it is; it's who's making it.
Mm-hmm. There's been that same conversation with stuff that either comes with customers or whatever you want to talk about, other pullers or people putting them together. It's not the parts. It's how it's put together and where you can see the problem at. I mean, breaking carriers and ring and pinions and other stuff in rear ends, but you could see where they were aligning them wrong. It's not the part. It's the person put it together.
Still doesn't go away from the fact of how many of these rear ends are going to be left out there as far as availability goes anymore. It's just not.
You obviously haven't been to Salvage Yard in North Central Indiana.
Which one?
All of them.
I'll tell you, one of the pieces on my tractor we couldn't find. It's one of maybe what we could tell very few left in the world. If that shaft breaks on mine, it's not going to be good.
I don't know what shaft.
We ran into that whenever we were building my super farm.
I don't know. At some point you got to draw a line in the sand.
But I don't think. I mean, okay, let me put to you in the safety aspect.
If it breaks, it breaks. What's safe? I mean, define it.
How many times have you seen a component chassis snap like that, though?
How many times?
Or a wheel come off of a component?
How many times you see an ag chassis, like the one sitting higher in this black trailer to my right, break and hurt somebody that's built right?
Not often.
Just
I'll give
same
you that.
as a component.
But still, it's a matter of
problem of
very few 1566 ring and pinions left. That's everybody wants. That's my point.
There are builders starting to make them again.
Yeah, there aren't companies like Atlas Tractor or gear making companies to make that. No, if you're running stock shit at that point, like you're looking for the wrong stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I see both sides of it. I do, but it just goes back to the fact is somebody gets their feelings hurt and gets pissed off because they didn't do something right, and then oh my God, we got to reinvent the wheel and flip the world over to make these people happy.
So I'll say this was a hill I chose to die on for a long time. I was really anti-component in 4-1, Light Pro, Light Limited for a lot of years. I was. About 2 years ago, I finally gave up and said, you know what? I don't give a crap. Do whatever you want at this point. And that's kind of where I'm really at. I'm saying I'm making a case for the ag chassis stuff. Ultimately, you're going to do what you're going to do, and I don't care. But realize what wrist maybe you're slitting by doing it, by obsoleting everybody. My criticism for years was, well, the new guy who wants to come in, the new guy who wants to come in wants to be component. The new guy wants to be come in, wants to be component. Good for the new guy. You're going to tell 30 other people who've been there every damn week for the last 10 years that their junk's now obsolete because new guy wants something, wants his lollipop. I don't like that argument. You've got to come at me with something better. The safety thing, the cost, yeah, I'll give you that one on component. I will give it to you. But like, just don't obsolete the stuff. Don't bite the hands that feeds you. You've got stuff out there already, and don't tell those guys, yeah, now your junk is worthless.
But who's saying that it's hurting the class right now? He's won one event out of like the 8 that they've had.
But you mark my word, when they get the thing completely figured out, it's going to be just like the light supers were.
We went through this 25 years ago.
Yep.
All the light limited super guys, your chassis exist because Light Super did this 25 years ago. You learn from the past.
Yeah, bingo. And the thing that I don't like about the situation, it's happened in every component class that's came, I feel like. And I might get shunned for saying this, but one person or one organization doesn't like it and they say, hey, I'm going to build it. Well, then eventually everybody just has to do it because this one organization lets this guy in, and now this guy's 20 foot ahead of everybody else. Well, hey,
man got a choice.
He got us by the balls. We got to do it.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that you're wrong in that. I can get on board with what you're saying for that.
It happened. It happened, and
bro,
yeah,
it happened, and it's still happening. But we're not seeing it yet affect it terribly. I mean, there's a ag chassis that has won more of the hooks this year for Battle of Bluegrass than anything.
And it's the same argument goes to Colin's point there about the light pro stock and
Which one is Colin? Who is
CB2, whatever?
Is that who that is? Okay.
Yeah, that's YouTube.
Got it. I was trying to figure out who that was.
So,
and the other thing you got to take into consideration, before I say this, I'm not taking away from anybody or anything, but just because a tractor has not won a hook and the ag chassis have, what if that tractor's not up to snuff power wise?
It is.
I'm throwing that
theoretical situation.
Yeah.
Put right now, Folks is on top of his game. Put that diesel on a component chassis. He'll be 50 foot ahead of everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
I rest my case. Nothing against the components out there. They're still figuring it out.
And again, it's a very small sample size against the rest of the RA.
But just because of who it is, I have a hard time getting on board with the we're figuring it out train. Because they're consistently in the top
never
3.
Had a component chassis before. I'm saying you got to mate everything together.
Well, yeah, that's exactly. I mean, I don't care. Like Tim Engler could come out tomorrow with a component light limited super. Look, we all agree he's a genius. That doesn't mean he figures it out week 1.
He might be one of the people that could.
He would tell you I don't think so.
I've fought the component thing in Light Pro long enough, and I feel like NTPA and us as IPL done it the right way. Hey, this is going to come. You got 3 years to do it.
Yeah,
we're giving you 3 years. You can sell your shit, you can build new, or we're going to give you a weight thing. If it's going to happen, that's the way it needs to happen. It don't need to get thrown down your throat or let somebody build something. Say, oh my God, I got to run somewhere. All right, we're going to change the rules for you.
Yeah, so I don't know. As far as all that goes, I don't know what they've done.
I don't either. I'm just saying, I know what happened in the Light Pro world.
The one that I've seen, and as far as it's the only one that exists, as far as I know, there might be another one somewhere or whatever. I sat here and watched videos over the weekend. The thing lost by 20 feet this weekend. It's not absolutely just smoking the class yet. Now, they're probably still getting it figured out, and maybe as the summer goes on, my stance will change on it. The other thing, I had a discussion with the people I talked to because I got worried about the class losing its edge. about what we love about the class is the engine with the color and what engines they run in them. They're going to write a rule into the rule book of what that you can't cross dress pretty much.
Well,
Yep.
I mean,
It might.
Good.
Go ahead,
that
Charles.
ship kind of already pretty much, because unless you're a John Deere, if this class goes component, it's 1-800 give me a Cummins and off we go, because it's legal in freaking everything because of where they were, all the ways that the different manufacturers wound up with that engine in something.
If you trace the lineage of any, like you said, any company but John Deere, you can find an 8.3 Cummins anywhere somewhere in their lineage.
Sure. Oh, it's going to be something to watch though, but I wanted to bring that up because I know it's a very small sample size, and I begged the question. I was like, how many of these tracks are y'all's better tracks that you've been to so far this year? The one that Richmond, Kentucky it's a pretty decent track from what I can tell.
I thought my Bull Bear wasn't.
Well, that was how many years ago?
Can we say,
Probably
though, that
15.
we're not going to discredit the people that have the tractor?
No, not at all.
By any
I'm not trying
means
to do
at
that
all.
one bit.
No.
It's not a personal
It's
attack
just-
on anybody.
If you don't know what tractor it is, it's Kentucky Sled Hunter. And it's the old Mr. Yuck is what it is.
Colin, I'm pretty sure. I don't think you're right on that, but unless you confirm
it is right now. Temporarily, it is because everybody's building new out there.
Temporarily. Yeah. Did you guys see, speaking of that, I wonder if that's why Nargon's had one of theirs for sale I saw today. Wonder if that's why.
Well, they're still building the component for that because
Are they?
had wasted money? The 7810 series of work.
The one
That's-
that kind of went boom.
That's the one that's a different Hoodwork one. Wasted Money is a different tractor that's part of their team that they did build a component and they're building another one for it. So
Yeah. Schubert says most light limited super stocks are 560 rear, only a few are 706, right? I think so. I don't think they are. I don't think there's any 706s out there, are there?
Oh, they're
As heavy as they are? I don't know.
Oh gosh, I believe there is one up here. One or two.
You know,
there?
the other thing you get to where we just throw the book away and let every class in the sport have a component. Where does all our stuff go?
Yeah, that's a very fair
The
point.
next thing you know, hot farms are going to be component.
Please no.
I'm just saying.
I understand. I get what you're saying.
You're going to have. I mean,
is it not something that we can at least agree we need to keep an eye on for the end of the year? The other thing I didn't mention too, they're running him at 6,000, where the rest of the class runs 6,250.
Shane, to clarify, that is not the old Mr. Yuck.
What is it?
It's new. It's all new.
Oh, I was told they bought the old Mr. Yuck chassis.
that's what
Maybe they just got the frame rails and stuff like that. I don't know.
That could very well be.
Yeah, because I'm just going off what I'm told, dude.
I think Colin comment. I think they're making some sort of dedicated chassis, like a lighter heavy super, because that thing has been through the ringer up here. If it is the old Mr. Juggy chassis, that thing's been through the ringer.
Yeah. I believe we all like light limited super because of the idea of the class. It's old school super stock, or at least it was. Take the ag chassis away and it loses some of the point of the class. I don't disagree with that. I mean, like I said, I love that class for that reason, but it was just an idea that I had thinking about part availability and as far as cost and breakage and stuff like that.
Well, again, I go back to the idea of cost. I mean,
if you're breaking it that many times in a year, you need to reevaluate what you're doing to begin with. But
but I can't. When we speak of cost, I can't look at it in terms of a micro scale of within one trailer. I look at the macro of the entire class, and that is the cost to go component is horrendously expensive because sooner or later everybody's going to have to do it. And I know those who are in favor of it want to throw out the often trope of, well, no one says you have to do it.
Until you do.
Until
you do.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see what it does. I'm going to keep an eye on it like I have been the entire time. He's won one event so far, and I don't know what folks has done to the Walking Tall Diesel this year, but that thing's on a hot streak.
So
and a
that's
half.
another topic. That's another topic you could go down a rabbit hole on. At what
Alcohol and diesel?
At what time, like, all the alcohol boys or all the diesel guys, how long chasing the alcohol boys, and the alcohol boys didn't give a shit. Now the alcohol boys are whining because the diesels are beating their ass.
They're saying, "Wait a minute, we're not winning. Hang on."
Yeah.
So when are they going to try to clip the diesel's wings?
I mean, how do you clip the diesel wings though?
It'd have to be turbo.
See, KTPA down here, they took their rule to where the diesels can only run a 3-inch turbo.
Imagine that. 3 organizations in one state, and everyone's got different rules.
Nah,
Makes a lot
TNT
of
and BOB are the same, I think, except for the component part. Other than that, I think they're the same across.
What's the limitation on diesels? Is it different for cool or non?
I'm not
how it
sure.
works. It depends what county in the state you live in, what zip code you're falling in, and
I will agree on that it was probably a bad idea that the 470 non-cooled diesel combo probably should have never been there. But the ship has sailed. Like you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. The juice isn't going back in the orange. Like it's too late. But it probably should have never been there.
Right.
Agreed. Kind of like the 5-inch Charger and a Light Pro. There's another rabbit hole we can go down.
What, the limit?
No, we should never. It should have been we should never been allowed to have a 5-inch.
What would you have stopped the limit at then?
Honestly, I might get shunned for saying this, but a 4.6.
Did you do that or did I do that?
I don't know what happened.
Okay.
I think you should have capped it at a 4.6.
So then that makes you get on the whole. Are we having the same conversation about components then?
Yeah, I mean, we can.
I mean,
we can go down any rabbit hole
If
that
Light
y'all
Pro
wanna
would have been
go down,
capped at
boys.
4.6, it would have forestalled the component discussion probably for another 5 years.
and we probably and I don't think we put on any better show at 3,000 horse than we did at 2,000 horse.
Yeah, but it's still a lot. It's fun.
At 2,000 horse, when there was 30 of you, it's a pretty damn good program. And it was still the same
30 mile an hour down the track.
Still the same 30 miles an hour, still the same 6,000 out of the hole and screaming. It was not different.
And we didn't work on them near as much as we do now.
Ryan's
Hi, Ryan.
Agreed.
Boy, Roos.
That ship left the barn. Shit, how old am I?
There ain't no
45
circle.
It was 45 years ago.
Well, what was Jane's comment
Kevin,
about
I
Austin's
agree.
party? That
100%.
boat.
Kevin, I agree. 4.6 small cover. None of us would be talking about the issues we got today.
Wasn't there at one point though that y'all didn't have a turbo limit, or am I just imagining that?
Yeah,
No,
it
it
was
early on.
Yeah, it was all you had to do was a G trim on the back side. Everything else was wide open.
Oh boy. What was the biggest one somebody tried to turn whenever that was a
Like
thing?
a 5.2. It may
Who
have been
turned
bigger.
that?
Let's just go on. Let's just go on long.
Never mind. That tells me who it is just by your reaction.
You know what? Let's go to open trailers in Charles.
Yeah, let's go to Macville.
And for our next act,
on a lighter
Charles.
On a lighter note,
circle the wagons here, Charles.
Charles, you're up.
note.
On the tracks.
So last year we had two 50th anniversary events to do, Toma and Chapel Hill, which was neat. And to be there for the 50th for Macville this year was cool as well. Never been there before, didn't know anything about it. And really what you saw this year is, again, probably different than it's ever been in the past. 2 years ago, it had to move away from the church in Macville proper for reasons, which took away a little bit of the atmosphere of having the pole in the church parking lot and then having the gentleman's establishment across the street.
And the church next to it.
Yeah, in the church. Literally well, if you look at it on Google Maps, actually the establishment is directly adjacent to the cemetery. The church is a little further on.
Wonder what city council approved that.
I know, whatever. Anyhow, they
A
moved
really
it up-
good one.
Are
they
we
moved it up to
questioning what's
Seymour,
happening in Wisconsin? Really? Are we actually questioning what's happening in Wisconsin? I mean,
Yes, true. So they moved it up to Outagamie Fairgrounds in Seymour, but this year was different. Roger Baum really and his team did a ton of work to now have an actual true infield track without all the gravel in it, and erected light poles, moved some power poles, gravel for parking, just a ton of work to let us be in there as part of Grand National and Badger State too. A rare cross promotion across both organizations, a rare opportunity to do that. And I was impressed with their efficiency in managing the facility, and presenting an opportunity for four-wheel drives, minis, and limiteds, and open supers to really do something cool. And in the case of two guys, two brand new Grand National winners, that was awesome backstories. Derek Timmer modified four-wheel drive won on Friday night, and he brought that thing all the way up from Kentucky on an open trailer, fifth wheel behind a pickup. That's just freaking badass. I don't care who you are, that's cool. And then Butch Poland out of Canada got his first win on Bull Hauler Gray in the minis, and bittersweet story. He lost his father earlier in the week. The team came out to Wisconsin, and he had to come behind because he stayed home for the funeral, and then was there Friday and took care of business. So I think that's a fine, bright spot for him in what was a very difficult and challenging week. Beyond that, the track itself presented some challenges that were interesting. The infield track was kind of a one-liner, tight to the right side wall, and who could shove it down there the farthest was going to be victorious. And I think Derek kind of maybe picked, to put in to use Dan Mayer's words, picked Tommy Corse's pocket a little bit on Friday night. And then Tommy on Saturday's like, nope, this one's mine. I'm taking care of this.
Yeah.
That was it was a great finish to that class. The Unlimiteds was a case of two sled settings. It was tight on Friday night, where ultimate horsepower wasn't going to work. You were going to overpower it, and Theobald's had the right combination on the right night with the triple to win and get by those guys, because he could use the power he was making, whereas the others were blowing through their tires.
Was that his first unlimited win?
Second. He did it at Chapel Hill last year.
Okay.
And that was awesome to see him after what happened at Evansville to come back and do that.
Yeah.
Him and Ricky Rose both. I mean, those guys really went through a minefield of problems to solve. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Hutchinson really didn't give up on him either. They were having little issues there too, but both of them in Macfield seemed to do well.
But really, I think the coolest highlight really was kind of how for NTPA's return as a Grand National to Macville, both sides of the track were freaking walk-offs. You had Dave Richardson come through there and win it by an inch. If I remember this correctly, about an inch and an eighth was his win on Saturday night over Adam Bauer as the last hook in Unlimited. And on the other side, an open super, local favorite Aaron Hull comes down through there, and we were only recording numbers to the second decimal place. It's a dead tie with Scott Whitworth. We go back to the laser and find out the difference is 0.005 of a foot in favor of Scott. That's less than a 16th of an inch after 309 feet. Like, just mic drop.
And that's how you ended the show.
Show me something cooler.
And that's how you ended the show.
That's how we ended our part. That was it.
Wow.
That was the last run for NTPA, and then we turned the program over.
How'd the Badger State stuff go? I know they had pros. They had a bunch of Badger State classes.
I thought they were pretty good.
If you wanted, as quote from the Badger State show last night, if you wanted a variety, you got it with that show.
You sure did. Yeah, you had blown 2-wheel drives, you had turbo 2-wheel drives, 4-1s, pros, 4-1s semis. Saturday they had a 5th class. I guess I wasn't paying close enough attention.
You had 3.6 diesels too.
Oh, 3.6 diesels. Yes, I'm sorry, 3.6 diesels. And one of their announcers, John Strandley, was driving one of those 3.6 diesel trucks.
And he won.
Nights too, and he won, which is cool. John and Stacy Butson were announcing. They're phenomenal. They do a good job. I really like those guys, and I've known them for a long time. And yeah, it was fun. It was fun to see it. A little bit of rain early on Friday. Saturday, the last pro gets done and starts driving up the ramp out through the gate in turn 4. Doesn't even make it to the top of the hill. Just rain. So I mean, the timing was good.
At least everybody got all their sessions in too.
Yeah, we got it all in.
Yeah.
Going
so
back
is that going to be the new permanent venue, I assume?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Going back to that kind of an NTPA competitor, but ran Badger State, wasn't it Cyrus Wilkie's first pass on a pro stock?
I don't know the answer to that. I can't tell you. I don't know.
Okay. Because I seen it was him and Greg Elsing and Craig Ladwig and was it Molitor and a couple other ones going at it. So
did Feller take his out there?
No.
No, there was only 5 or 6.
Ladwig had a monster pass, I think.
Yeah, I'd actually talked to Craig and Glenn up in Baraboo last week, and the amount of changes they made to that tractor, it is showing off real quick.
Wait, no Randy Baru was there? No Brinkmeyers, no.
There's another story. So,
no Cadillac Red, and no none of them?
Yeah, Red Cadillac was there.
Yes, it was. Yes,
Mahler was there. So,
dang man, that's unusual for a Badger State show.
It was cool to see the charity engagement portion of what they do there too, and
what they do.
There's a bunch of stuff they do behind the scenes that's going on all the time, and like the Dash for Cash with the kids, and they put out these tarps with a bunch of just quarters and change or whatever out there, and separated by age groups, and watching these 3-year-olds like just scraping as many quarters as they can into a ball cap or something, and the smiles on their face. It's just fun. It's fun.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Macville track is being turned into a rec center. Seymour wasn't for points. Okay.
Okay, that explains that.
That might explain a couple of them.
Oh yeah, I think I did that for pro. Yeah, I think it was points for everybody but pros.
Yeah, that would explain it.
They even if it was for points, so they probably would have been missing a few.
Dude, I don't think you would have, because
you don't think so?
No, I don't think you would have. There are a few that are making the commitment to high stakes. There are a few that are going Champions Tour only or picking and choosing. So
really,
yeah, coaches are going Champions Tour. Dustin Hook would have been there, but it's not.
Does that mean Coates will not be at Toma then?
No, they are. They'll be at Toma. They're Champions Tour picking and choosing. That's what I was kind of meaning. But
hang on, I've got pulled up. Hang on.
Brinkmeyer Champions Tour, or not Champions Tour, Badger State. Randy Bader.
Yeah, Coach is on there.
So
Lodwig. Yeah, almost all the Badger State pros are going to Toma except for Elsing, which has he ever been?
Now with the pro stock. I don't think Molitors are going.
Molitor's not going. I don't see anything I don't see anything for Rowan.
Schedule.
Yeah, there's 2 for Rowan on there.
There's 2 for Rowan.
Has 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, boys, Lawrence are out already,
and he hasn't run either one of them outdoors yet.
Yeah, but also had second event for the high stakes series. They on Friday. They had so much rain. They did good to get it in. And
that was a late one.
Oh yeah.
Were you there for Friday?
Yeah, I was there, and it wasn't even that was a lot of rain. It just kept piddling for
No.
hours.
Oh, it was just one of those. Like it just
I
kept
hung in
hanging
as long
around
as
us
I
to get
could, and I
really
finally
good.
had to just give up. I was like, mileage are
Yeah.
getting too heavy. I can't stay with this anymore.
Yeah.
But it was a good program. What I was watching, I enjoyed
Yeah.
it.
The
I gotta
track,
give a shout out to Tyler Slaw though. He won 2 in a row right off the bat, and then they carried over the money from the second night at West Salem
mhm,
as well.
Uh,
So he won 15-5, I think they said it
15-5
was on Friday.
15-5 was every winner that night.
Yeah, so that was cool.
Uh,
And then Adam Kester Turan went on Saturday, and then I gotta give a shout out to DeBesseray and Halicki, man. Those were 2 names that we kind of were scratching our heads about after West Salem,
There's-
Ohio. And
There's a story behind Abisseray because
what you got?
he dropped his hook. As he's going off the track, he loses all steering. We had to scramble and find a bolt to put the steering back together and come back after he dropped, and he won the class.
Oh wow!
So,
Shout out to them. Then I think they're coming
Yeah,
to
What is
Canisters.
what is it with Farley and steering columns? Because last year when we were doing the 50 grand deal, like there was like 3 minis that popped a pin out of their steering column there.
or Jeff Hurt, where he's just holding steering while he's going on the track.
Well, that's Jeff.
Jeff
would do
Jeff
that on
would
purpose.
never. Sullivan with Cornburner won 2-wheel drives Friday. Bethany Nelson. Man, Jonathan Payne. He's got his first podium in his new truck, the After Hours.
Jonathan had his own struggles too with the hitch. They had a couple issues with the hitch. Jason Sullivan, by far the loudest reaction of the night.
Yeah, that's right there in his home area, pretty much, ain't it?
30 miles. I mean, they by far have the biggest cheering section. It's just like Kester at Evansville. That thing was huge.
Yeah, Kester's cheering section in Evansville was pretty freaking cool.
It was just as big. I can guarantee you.
Craig Dickey, Trip Hazley, Hillbilly Deluxe won semis Maximus Prime. Crank It Up in Super Farm on Friday. Hooking Up wins on Saturday. Those are 2 Badger State hot Super Farms, ain't they?
Half of the class is Badger States.
Yeah, okay. Dirt Slinger got back in the winner circle Friday, and then I love to see the Bunges win on Saturday.
I'm super happy for Steve, and that he well deserved, and that was cool. But I also was really kind of hoping that Bargie's
was going to hold on. Yeah.
When I was standing there and I'm watching Bargie's all together go, throw the weight back. Then they grabbed just 100-pound weights and started throwing it to the back just to go at it. And when it took off like a rocket.
I do enjoy seeing that from them, though. You know, I mean, they made a post on Facebook saying the new chassis is working for them, so that's good.
I'm interested to see, and I don't know that he's ever done this before, but at Toma in the unlimited class on one night, Ryan Diekman's getting into one of Bargie's turbine mods. I don't think he's ever driven. He's driven aircraft powered mods a lot, maybe as much as anybody, but I don't think he's ever done a hairdryer.
It's got to be the second one because Derek and Randy are in the seat on Thursday.
Yeah, it's later. It's later, and it's I think in the unlimited, not the mod.
Yeah, I think so too.
Is it?
I think he's in.
Yeah,
jury.
because they turn around and run the mod in session 2.
Well, isn't there a session where the super stock and the mod are the same one?
No. Wait, yeah, Superstock Open is in session 1.
Yeah, he'll be in the Alki on session 1.
But yeah, moving through, the Fent got its first win. Brian Long got his first win after, I think it's like his 3rd time in the seat, maybe. Like he made his debut at Truck Show.
Then West Salem twice, and then 4th time at 4th and 5th at Farley.
5th, yeah. And then Workhorse won Saturday, but not with Robbie Russell driving. Kevin Masterson was driving on Saturday.
Kevin's driven the whole time. He drove it at West Salem too.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not mistaken. Did Rob have a procedure, or was
I don't know. That's kind of. I mean, I haven't asked.
I'm not going to say specifically, but I think he took a little spill or whatever, and like he's fine. He's all right, but just didn't feel comfortable driving, and so he had Kevin take over.
Yeah. And then gotta give a shout out to Jeremy Smith with Spontaneous Combustion. He got his first podium over the weekend too, and we all knew, I think, amongst ourselves what that thing can do. We saw what it did at Bowling Green a couple of years ago. I think he kind of proved he can run with them. Just depends on.
It's got the power.
Yeah, it does have the power. But are y'all ready to talk about Toma? That starts on Thursday. Let's go to Toma.
Sure. Whatever.
Yeah. So right off the bat, we got 10 mods registered already. Leishner, Barga, Lane Bollinger with Money Pig, Corey Kilmeyer's Black Irons Legend. Is that going to be the first pass for it or no?
It won in Hutch.
It did win in Hutch? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's all new modern. And then
Jeff Rose, Giddy Up, Doug Theobald.
So actually on that, to elaborate on that point, there was a lot of speculation that the 94% screw blown triples were going to dominate mod. Not so far.
Not yet.
I think it's going to be one of the things going to depend a lot on the track.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And who's in the seat too, because we all know, not to take any discredit any of the screw blown guys, but Corey Kilmeyer can drive anything.
And that was a brand new, so like we'll see. But I mean, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we've got 23 mini rods registered. I don't see a world where any of them drop for some unexpected reason. I think you've got 23. You've got 23.
There's one less for Saturday, and I can't remember the explanation I was given. Right? If it's commitment or what else.
Yeah, but scrolling through into Superstock Open, I see somebody's going to try to pull the double. Triple bypass is going to try the Open and the Diesel Super.
Well, they're running a limited schedule this year, and so they're going to maximize their opportunities to do what they do. So
yeah, can't blame them there. Scott Eberhardt, Red Bull. Why you told me that was that?
And Colin can attest to this because it's right up his alley. It is an older light super from when V8s were allowed in light super stock. Is a DV 550. We have posted.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's that one.
We posted about it before. It's a DV 550, 1086. So
yeah,
1068.
How did John Raymond do?
Well, yeah, but 86. I think it's 86 or whatever.
Yeah, how did John Raymond's under the gun do? Has he gotten it figured out a little bit better?
He's got clean passes out of it. They just need to sort the chassis and tune it up. But he's been clean. He's been running clean.
And then Dylan Babel, they're gonna make this one. They're already there, I think.
Yeah, they're in Toma.
Got there yesterday. Then, it's funny you talk about Aaron Hull like that, Charles. That's going to make for a fun storyline to start off the class on Thursday night because Aaron's first hook with taking care of business.
Yeah, and that's cool.
That'll be a fun walk-in.
It's a kind of it's an interesting tractor for me just because of the history of it being originally Kwiatkowski's and being kind of a local machine. But man, I really want to see them get the G1000 back out. I know.
Yeah.
Colin, if you're still watching, how many light pros are you gonna have?
Yes, that's what I want to know.
What did we discuss, Colin? Like 12 or 14? We're guessing.
Oh, there'll be more than that. Sure.
It's hard to say. It's hard to say between.
Okay, I'll put it to you this way: Micheloci's going, obviously, as we'll talk about here in a minute.
Some aren't out yet this year.
Comaroni's coming. I'm thinking of ones outside of Region 3.
I was planning on it.
At least I'm assuming that's why Comaroni was asking if I was going earlier. Never was talking to him about the 1206. But yep, as usual, we have got a ton of two-wheel drives, 34 of them. Two-wheel drives and Pro Stocks have the same amount registered, I think.
I believe so.
That'd be great.
I didn't want to. It would have been horrendously unfair of me to ask Jayden this question. She doesn't deserve to be, to to have this question asked of her, but where the hell are all the super stock diesel trucks?
That's kind of what I've been wondering at the same time.
High Stakes has its 15 that are expected, and they paid a lot of money to be a part of that. So I understand that they're going to show up. NTPA side, we're averaging 10. There's 40 of these things. Where is everybody?
I will be honest, in my opinion, I think that class has blowed up so big and they have so many places to run now that they don't have to travel.
So we've turned it into light limited super. Cool.
But you know what I mean?
I mean, Joey's got a ton of them up there with him.
It's
yeah, no, you're not wrong. I was being a smart ass with that comment, but
no, I agree with you, but
I have heard that.
I don't know. It's a little bit like I don't expect to see that 40 every night. Like I'm not asking for that, but gosh, 10? Like
15 to 16.
I would think 16, 20 would be kind of cool. Like I've really taken a liking to that class because I see it as a driver's class, and that's something that appeals to me personally.
But has Toma ever had big numbers in that class? I don't think they have.
Yeah, there's a few. If you look at it, there's a few from the area that are not there, and I believe with what's going on in High Stakes, they're not wanting to run multiple.
They are a bit picky. And
there are a few that way, but you have a few that aren't. There may be some prior commitments. Who really knows? I mean,
but I don't know. I'm with you, Charles. There's a bunch of them, but Shane and I had this discussion today. I'm getting to the point where I don't care to watch over 12 or 15 in one class.
No, and I'm not asking for 40,
right?
But 10, if we could be 16 to 20. That'd be good. I would be happy.
And like Sandstrom, I believe he's got something new coming. You have Old and Hostiles not going. Funk and Groovin's second truck will not be there, from my understanding.
Oh no!
I thought they put on Facebook it was
the new one will be, but I thought the gold truck was hurt. So
yeah, I think that's correct.
Yeah, I'll look at them here in a minute. I'm in session 2. I don't guess they run until session 3 or 4.
Sorry, I didn't mean to jump ahead on you.
Oh, you're good. You're good. We're gonna get to them. We've got 20 light super. Now Toma's one of those places you talk about that for super stock diesel 4x4s, dude. Toma's always a place for 20 light supers. It never fails.
And they're gonna put on a hell of a show.
Yeah, they will.
And I will say actually that to add to that, there's actually more on Saturday night because Kevin Lynn cannot be there for Friday.
I didn't. Actually, I forgot, Shane, and I don't know if you got it in front of you. I forgot when I looked earlier today. Is all 3 of Whitworth's going to be there for light, or just 2?
3. Nano, Bin Buster, and Yield Express.
Nice.
It's going to be a hell of a show.
Yeah, there is 3.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be cool.
The one that surprised me was Braden Stromick driving red. I thought they had sold that thing.
No idea.
That's what we were told.
Did they sell it, or is it the rumored thing?
We thought so.
No? Okay.
Who knows?
I don't know either. Digging Fever looks to be back. Gary Hagel going to be flying the flag, and him and Bryce Pickler both. If you're picking somebody this weekend, I don't care what you're picking. If you're picking a fantasy, if you're picking on the football picks deal or whatever, if Pickler's on there, he's a pretty good pick.
Pickler went on a streak in Toma.
Yeah, they are.
Pickler, anything in Toma get along.
Yep. We do have 14 diesel supers though registered, and although I can already tell you it's going to be at least 13.
Probably 12.
Who's the other one that's not going to make it?
Blake Graves.
Oh.
I was not going to say Blake Graves.
Which one were you going to say?
I don't know if Meisinger and Schultz are ready.
They're not on there.
They're not on it.
They're not on there, yeah.
Oh, no. Okay.
David Henderson with Stray Horse Gone Wild's on there, though.
It will be there.
Oh, isn't that cool?
It will be there.
It will be there. That was confirmed by Gary Green on Facebook. That was in Kent's shop. It is going to be there.
Oh, sweet.
Is Holland's back together? Does anybody know?
He's on the list. He wasn't on the list for Hush. He's on the list for here.
Okay.
Who's that?
Kyle Holland.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I don't know
That was rough.
Yes.
I remember the last time I heard that noise. Burge is all dependent if it gets off the dyno well.
Well, Brad Campbell's not going to make it.
Who dynos a diesel super?
If you know where it's at, you know why.
You wouldn't understand. Tyler Beckman, Born Green, throw him into the mix. It'd be a pretty good class of diesel supers.
There's a few from Iowa that aren't even on there, like the old Chance Encounter tractor and the teammate and Tiger Bradley. Or I'm surprised David Anderson hasn't made an appearance yet.
Yeah, I know. I figured they would kind of make their appearance at Toma too. Well, wait a minute. Isn't Wakers Pool this weekend?
Yes, it is.
Diesel supers aren't there.
They're not there.
No.
Okay.
That's kind of cool how they built that track. I've been following that on TikTok.
I really wish they weren't on
just one more on there, aren't they?
What was that?
Just another one and just one more are on there, aren't they?
Just one more is not. Bruce Barfneck is not.
Yeah, Barfneck's not on there.
It's been a minute since I've seen that one.
Yeah. My other question is the light mod class. There's only 10 of them as well.
That surprised me too. I would have thought that number would be at least a couple higher.
Yeah. I mean, I thought like where are they at type of deal, because we've all seen the numbers higher.
Yeah, and the classes, I feel like the class is in a really good place where the rules are tight. Everybody seems to kind of get along there. Yeah, I'm a little surprised.
So I wonder what happens with this class with the outlaw stuff and NTPA being underneath the same umbrella now. I wonder what happens there.
I think it's all TBD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in that class too, there's a few that could have been there, but for some reason aren't. Chad Haggerty with his new one. Not
Is
sure
it done?
why. It's ran, but it had some issues at Sauk about a month ago. The Relentless tractor, which is the old jacked up Relentless.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where that one is either.
Where's the guy from Florida that bought Simon's mod?
He's on here.
Is he?
Or he was. I thought I saw him on here earlier.
I did not see that one on there.
Okay. I think this has been edited since I've looked at it on Monday.
There's been a few that have been added. Like two-wheel drives are only at 31, and then they got a couple more.
Yeah. Now the two names I don't recognize on here are the Bradley. I'm gonna botch this bad. Marietto with lights out.
Marietto. You've seen him at Truck Show.
Truck Show. Oh, it's that one with the
Yes,
that's right.
It's that one.
And then Black Iron.
Black Iron is Revere's. So the Black Iron's Legend, that's their other tractor. That used to be called it was Adam Revere's tractor, which is a relative to Christensen's. That is a pretty close chassis to Christensen's chassis.
Okay.
But before it
was at Hutch. It ran pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Got it. Let's see. Pro stock. Now here's where things get interesting with a bunch of questions. And I mean a few questions.
Mm-hmm.
Right off the bat on Friday night, John Lincoln Revelation Pro. What is it?
Well,
or is it the blue one?
My assumption, this is just my thought. Remember when Louisville, when it was Revelation Pro, but it ended up being the Virginian?
That's kind of what I figured. But
what if it's the same old story?
It's pretty close to Lemke hometown.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, right off the bat, we're getting 4 surprises potentially. Victor Miller, Diesel and Dirt, is going to be the first time he's been out this year. Jordan Lustick and Silver Bullet is hopefully ready to go.
And the same with the fourth.
We haven't seen it since Bowling Green. Or no, it made one OSTPA hook after Bowling Green, I think. And then after that, we didn't see it again. And then Mark Mangan with the Outlaw. Will that one be ready?
I was told in Macville that it would be. They finally have everything ready to go for it.
Good. Bob Manning and Over Budget. I don't recognize that
so
name.
that tractor ran for the driver actually has never ran on a polling vehicle before Baraboo. That is the old 45-55 for the bad timing of Jason Rowan.
Is that the one that Blackburn drove?
No.
Blackburn,
Okay.
which is called the American Regulator, was the old no limit of Jason Rowan, which before that was the old Buck No Dough.
God, I can't. The Dubuque County freaking lineage of pro stocks, I cannot keep
Just
up
does
with
this.
what is what anymore.
Believe me, it's there's a list, and believe me, there's another one on there that has a lineage. I will tell you after the show.
Yeah. Hang on, man. Jeff Michelotti with whiskey hangover.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now,
I
is that a partnership with him and Adam, or
Not from what I was told today. I will tell you that story after the show's over as well.
so that's a no?
No. And no, he hasn't just got it out right. No.
Next.
Rush Yoder.
Complicated.
Oh, yes.
Literally.
Sabatka, he's going to be ready to go.
Yeah, Sabatka was at Hutchinson.
Then Yoder, Coates, Randy Bader, Brinkmeyer, Jeff Sapp.
I hope Yoder can make it.
I do too.
I hope he can.
Yeah. Justin Wagler's Real Deer Pro is on there. I don't know if it's ready to go and done yet.
He was on the list for Hutch and wasn't there either.
Supposedly,
so
whenever his
know.
comes, there's going to be about 2 other ones that come with him, so there'll be 3 total. There's a super team coming.
A super
Oh, that
team.
creep. Yeah, there's 2 more pro stocks coming with him whenever his gets done.
Who's that?
I'm not gonna be the one to disclose that on the air.
We'll be right back.
All right.
Stay tuned after these messages from your.
Like we're not gonna find out in like 48 hours.
You
Probably
won't because they're not registered to be there.
Well, if they're coming, we will find out in 48 hours.
Oh, well, maybe. And then I think you said the light super was different for the second session, right?
Yeah, Kevin Lynch should be on the second session.
Yeah, he is on there. So you have
The bomb.
21.
It's the bomb, isn't it?
Yeah, but then Marty Nelson's registered on just Saturday too. He's not registered for the other one. Either that or I'm blind, which shut up. That's possible. But yeah, Thomas set up to be a really good show, y'all. I'm excited. I like the storyline. I like the storyline possibilities here.
I have not to make it all about our class, but I have an interesting stat for you. We have 7 different manufacturer engine combinations in one class this weekend.
No
Super
way.
fun.
Yes,
That's awesome.
7 different engines. So
Let me sweet. You guys
brand.
had
let me clarify brands.
dang man, y'all have 27.
And
Nice.
there's many missing.
Yeah, there is.
So
There is.
I'm fine with 27. We're good. Just
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah. Real quick before we get out of here too, gotta give a shout out to Pull Off Productions, man. There are 3 nights there at the Kempton Fair. It looks like it went over very, very, very well.
Joey's doing great things out there.
Yeah, he is. And then turn around, look at Light Pro results, and some 1206 of Comaroni's out there in front by like 30 something feet.
Without
3
him on
miles
the
faster
seat.
than the whole field.
Without him on the seat.
Well, yeah. Yeah. But
Where
No,
are you going
and
this
then-
weekend, Shane?
I'm gonna go to Russellville again with Mid South on Friday. Kind of hanging around home with them, and then got my hometown pull on the 3rd and 4th. We're having a whole wad of classes. It's everything Mid South offers. If you want to come run, come run.
Colin, though I love to have more because I want our class to be alive, that at one pull is a different story. No.
Nah, man, you weren't there.
Spread 'em
You
out.
weren't there the year they did 80 of them.
72 Bowling Green. 72.
72.
Yeah, not even close to what Tour Drives did in Bowling Green though. That was old. That was
Yeah,
How
I
many-
don't know. Go ahead.
How many they have that year? It was close to 80, wasn't it?
What, two-wheel drives?
Yeah.
82.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going anywhere this weekend or not. So.
Why? Oh,
Well,
wait, you got 4-H.
We got 4-H Saturday, and we're still fighting a little gremlin we can't seem to get taken care of.
Is it that Olin problem again?
Yeah, a little bit, but I mean, it's not affecting the way it runs. I'm just tired of cleaning it up, but
the way it ran at Idaville, I'd say you're fine.
No, it runs fine, but if we do anywhere, we might run up to Winnemac for IPL has 3 shows in 2 days this weekend. Actually, 4 shows in 2 days this weekend, but we got Tipton, Indiana on Friday night, Peru, Indiana Friday night, Winnemac, Indiana Saturday night, and then we got one class in Greencastle on Saturday night.
My goodness, talk about being stretched thin, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Real quick from my hometown pool, on the 4th, 2-wheel drive, light limited, super farm, limited pro, 3.6 diesels, pro stock 4-wheel drives, light super, 4-wheel drive, open blower trucks, naturally aspirated minis, 5.0 pros, heavy supers, and 10,000-pound pro stocks for anybody that wants to come down for that. Been talking to a few light limited guys already. Potentially 20 to 24 of those going to be there.
How many?
I give a shout out to Mid-South at Ardmore this weekend too, man. The equipment that turned out for Ardmore was absolutely crazy, but it was fun to see.
Wasn't it like 12 or 13 light supers?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was.
Phillips won one night.
And then who turned around and got the second night? Mark Daniel.
Yeah.
But then here we go again. Mike Woolheit's hanging in there. That's 2 weekends in a row he's been able to do that well. But yeah, it looks like Esteb went, Esri, both the Haney's. The Hulk went. Andy Cox drove it, and then Forrester is there, and then Van Slyke. Mid-South's got its light super stocks back to full strength, which is great. Mm-hmm. What else we want to hit, boys? Have we covered everything we said we were going to cover?
I'm not going to get on a soapbox of tracks or good or bad, but I'm talking about equipment used for them. Please, and this is for any promoter, have some sort of self-leveling equipment or a leveling equipment for the track. The graders, rakes on the front, skid loaders, whatever. When you have tracks that do not have that, almost don't have a packer, it creates major problems. Okay?
Yeah.
And I've seen some things from this past weekend from where I'm talking about should never happen, ever. So get the right equipment, prepare it correctly. We'll go from there.
Some holes in some tracks at certain venues.
Yes.
Ruts like.
Yeah, that'd be great. So real quick before we get out of here, what is going to be
Ryan Rusick? I think the answer for a particular one was it 7.
Was it 7?
I didn't even keep count. I don't even know.
I didn't either. This actually Russell Dossel actually asked this question. What is going to be the big surprise in Tacoma? New vehicle, paint job, or wrap? New owner of a familiar vehicle? What do y'all think?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
New owner of a vehicle. Well, two. Everyone's excited for the return of Straight Horse. Let's be bluntly honest.
Yeah.
That's probably the one for me. That's probably the
one.
Jeff Michelogi's first pass on pro.
There's that.
He won't have any trouble with that.
No.
But new owner of a familiar tractor.
For sure.
For sure.
Will it be there?
Yes, it will, and it's on the lineup.
Okay.
I'm not going to name names. People can probably put it together by the number it says. So.
Okay. I guess the one for.
There they are.
No way. That's cool. That is really cool. Hey, Miss Jennifer.
We are ready for that white hooded twin stag diesel
Yes,
Subaru
we are.
Yes, double stack mafia for the win.
Yes.
with one of the coolest paint jobs in the world on the side.
Mhm.
Yeah. Why you got to get a picture of that one on Thursday.
If you
or
haven't looked
whatever.
at that, if you haven't looked at the little side shield to paint on it in person, you need to because it's
Yes, you do.
Hey man, get it up close so we can put it up on the page for everybody to see. Yeah, but man, I wish I could go. Just
Is that a
Can't.
Vilio paint job or a reproduction of one that was?
I don't know.
I'd be curious to know.
Oh, there is a D21 super farm you're gonna want to look at too for paint jobs. Pretty cool.
oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
sweet.
It's actually a conversion. It's actually not the D21 you know.
Yeah, I guess the biggest mystery for me going into Toma, what is Revelation Bro back, or is it something
Blue.
else?
Or is it blue? Like yeah.
Or is
Yeah,
it blue?
like,
I
that's
think
the
it-
biggest mystery right now.
I think it's got to be the blue one.
It's got to be right.
I don't have.
Stray Horse is OG sideshow. So the OG one that's still around in Minnesota with Coles. So the
That's
original side shields.
But are we, Charles? Were you talking about just who did the paint job, or what were you?
Yeah, the artist who Vilio did like Old Redline Fever and Red
Yeah.
Baron and God Berg's tractors and a ton of stuff.
Dreaded Red.
Dreaded Red, yeah.
Boy, is that
Oh, Charles.
back.
That just reminded me about that. Never you said Dreaded Red. We need to follow back up with that if we
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
But y'all got anything else you want to add? I know we've gone about an hour 45. Seems like our shows are
That's fine. I don't mind a long show every once in a while.
seems like they're getting longer. Villo did Stray Horse, yeah.
That's
I figured he did. I figured he had a hand in that one. Yep.
Yeah. All right, boys.
The only
Anything
thing for
else?
racing this week to notice is Norwalk. That's this weekend.
That's all you need to say is Norwalk.
Yep.
All right, boys. I say we
Let's
take
do
it to
a couple
the
weeks.
house.
It's Toma time. Dang it.
Yeah. Our next show, July 7th, it looks like, unless we just get a wild hair to talk about Toma, maybe on a recorded episode.
That'll be
Maybe.
right for Arcola and right for where are you at that weekend? The 10th and 11th, Charles? Macon?
I got to go out to
No, that's
Buck.
Buck.
The Buck.
Yeah.
Buck.
The Macon's the weekend after.
yes.
All right, boys. Let's take it to the house. We'll see
See you later.
y'all this weekend. Make sure you're tuned in to Full Pull Live to watch Toma this weekend. And if you're also able to go to any of your local pulls, go. You can take your cell phone with you. Just go support your local events.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But we will see y'all soon. Thank you.
See ya.
Peace.